Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother and welcome to Sonic Lost World.
Drop the critters, Eggman! If you insist.
Whoa, that's harsh! You'll have to swing back around for it!
Predictable. There. He must really love those things. We're hit! Whoa! What's that in the clouds?
That must be the Lost Hex! Cool!
Less looking, more landing!
Alright, I can land this, but it's gonna be bumpy.
Alright, once again, hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother and welcome to Let's Play Sonic Lost World. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be playing this game for you guys right now. I've been looking forward to this game since the day it was announced. Since the day it was even rumored or mentioned, I've been looking forward to this game. It's the first new Sonic game that I've gotten on release date in such a long time, and I'm so happy that I did, because from what I've played of it so far, it is incredibly fun, and this game is absolutely amazing. So yeah, this is Sonic Lost World, and as you guys saw from that opening cutscene there, the plot of this game, so far at least, isn't super dark like some of the other 3D Sonic games, and I guess that's the direction that they're trying to take Sonic these days over there at Sega. They want him to be a little bit more like the classic Sonic days, you know, when basically it was just Sonic saving animals from Eggman, who was bad for some arbitrary and never explained reason, which I am absolutely okay with, because I love the classic Sonic games. Not too great at them personally, but hopefully I turned out a little bit better at this game than I was at those. Anyway, as you saw, we've been picking up some red rings, and what are we doing here with this bell? Well, we're picking up yet another red ring. Now, I haven't played through this game yet, so I don't know what to expect, but I went to PAX Prime this year, and I played through this level on it, and I played with my friend I Sneak sometimes, who absolutely demolished me and beat the level 2 minutes before I did, even though he started after me, which was possibly the most embarrassing thing ever, considering how big of a Sonic fan I claim to be. But, yeah, I had a whole lot of fun at PAX Prime, and I've been looking forward to this game ever since. So, let's go ahead and go up here. One of the things you'll notice already, even, is that the worlds sort of rotate. And this is true throughout, I think, most of the levels in this game. I've seen snippets of other levels here and there. And, it's sort of weird. A lot of people compare it to Mario Galaxy. I don't think that is a fair comparison at all. Especially considering this game doesn't really play at all like Mario Galaxy, but I suppose it's somewhat of a fair comparison. The thing is, with the rotating worlds, it opens up so many more multiple pathways, which is another element that has been missing from Sonic for a while. Well, not necessarily missing, but it hasn't been extant on the level that it was during the classic Sonic games for quite some time now. And now we've got multiple pathways everywhere, so you can play the game one of two ways. You can play at incredible speeds, if you would like to. Or you can run around and explore and take things a little bit slower. I feel like, generally with Sonic games, I lean towards the speed gameplay and sort of explore sometimes. You see on this first level, I'm going to try to get all these red medals here, which will unlock secret levels later on. But, I tend to lean towards the speed gameplay myself, and a lot of people have been complaining about, oh, Sonic Lost World isn't nearly as fast as it should be. It's not nearly as fast as Generations, but you know what? With just a little bit of practice, I was terrible today when I first got this game, but I played through this level again because I knew it wouldn't spoil anything because I'd already played through it, and I got a little bit of practice in, and now I seem to be able to play this game at a reasonably quick pace. Oh, can we get it? Oh, yes, we did! We got 5 of those numbers. I don't even know if those things have a name, but we got a 1-up for it. Awesome. And, might I mention, before I absolutely forget, that, the music in this game is phenomenal from what I've heard thus far. I absolutely love it. Anyway, here we have a Wisp returning from Sonic Colors, and we can go ahead and speed through all this, and dang it! I was attempting to get all the red medals here, but unfortunately it looks like we missed one. Oh well, 4 out of 5 seems like a pretty decent one for this being my second or third time playing through the level, so Anyway, that does it for Windy Hill Zone 1. Awesome.
Take it easy there.
Oh, stay calm, little guy. Sonic and Tails will get your
we're on,
buddies
okay?
back. Sonic,
No, it'll be
did you
alright.
get those animals back from Eggman?
Just the one container he tossed off his eggmobile.
Wait a minute, just the one? Weak. I would have gotten them all back by now.
Save the rest of them.
What? Let me go.
I hate to think what Eggman's doing to those poor things.
I'm on it.
And here we arrive at this game's world map. If I might say, I'm not sure I really like Amy's new voice actor in this game. No, I would not like to receive those items, partially because I'm not signed up for Miiverse or whatever it is. But anyway, I'm not a big fan of Amy's voice actor in this game. I always thought she should be like the female equivalent of Sonic and have a more sassy voice, you know?
Transformation 101. Bunnies to badniks. Boom! Instant army. It needs to be a big army if I'm taking over the world below.
You are quite the mighty conqueror.
Yes, I am. I conquered you, didn't I? And with your help, I'll not only rule the world, I'll finally destroy that blue nuisance, Sonic.
Eggman wants the little hedgehog destroyed.
Yeah, well, I feel like destroying something.
That's what I like about you, Zazz. Always ready for a fight, even before you know what you're fighting.
You bet. Bring it on and I'll rip it up.
Win or lose, I'll learn something about our enemy.
Okay, well, it looks like we've got some new enemies in this game. Who are those guys? I guess we'll find out a little bit more about them later. For now, though, we have our first two-dimensional segment of this game. And now, of course, if you've been playing Sonic at all in recent years, you'll know that Sega is trying, again, I guess as a throwback to the classic Sonic games, to incorporate more two-dimensional segments. Personally, I've never really been all that good at two-dimensional Sonic platforming, if I'm to be completely honest. However, it seems to work pretty well in this game, and I really like it, and it doesn't seem to be overdone. A lot of people complained about the 2D platforming segments in Sonic Colors being a little bit too frequent. I didn't really have that problem with that game, to that much of a degree. But, you know what, the 2D platforming in this game seems to work really well, and I demonstrated right there, totally by accident, by the way. Oh, no, that was on purpose, guys. No, but I demonstrated there by accident that there is a parkour feature in this game, and I'm sure if you've been keeping up with the trailers, you know about that already, and it is quite the cool feature. But man, that moon in the background looks super strange, doesn't it? Huh. I wonder why it's so angry tonight. Oh boy, Zazz thinks it's beatdown time. And yes, here's the first boss of the game, and if it came as any surprise, that moon wasn't the actual moon. Whoa. What a edgy move, or an edgy move on Sega's part. But anyway, yeah, this is the first mini-boss of the game, I suppose. And honestly, it's not all that difficult. Even on your first time through, it shouldn't be that much of a pain, and you probably shouldn't die all too often. Because all you have to do is hit the moon while Zazz is on it, and then you can homing attack him a couple times once he starts charging at you. Before he starts charging at you, it doesn't seem like you can homing attack him, but that's all you have to do. And there we go, we've beaten the first mini-boss and Windy Hill Zone 2. Easy peasy. Now, for my comment on the world map, I actually really like it. It's like, you don't have free roam, per se, because the world is divided into these hexagons, so you can only move from space to space, but if you use the control pad, you can actually just go from level to level, which makes things a lot easier. Anyway, I really like it, though. It makes you feel like you're actually part of the world or something. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to Windy Hill Zone 3. And here it is, we're getting thrown right into the level, and this one's a little bit different from the rest of them if you haven't noticed already. And by the way, homing attack in this game can target multiple enemies at once. A little bit different from previous games. So yeah, there's that to note about the controls. Anyway, yeah, this is a little bit different from the Windy Hill Zones that we played thus far. It's not very windy or hilly in here, so I suppose it's a bit of a misnomer, huh? Anyway, yeah, we're in a cave level now, aside from the Green Hill levels that we've already... Green Hill-ish levels that we've already played. Oh, let's go ahead and use this Wisp. All you really have to do here is aim it towards that spring, and there we go, to get out of that green muck. And I thought I was going to fall off there for a second. That would have been horrible, but hilarious, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah, we've played through our standard Green Hill-ish zone already, or parts of our standard Green Hill-ish zone already, and we're moving on to our first cave level. And I actually really like this level. It's consisted of these tunnels that you have to go inside of, and now that I think about it, it kind of makes me want to play a little bit more F-Zero GX. But anyway, yeah, you go inside of these and you run around. You can get different stuff by running on different sides of them, and there are these crystals on the ground that contain a ring each. And yeah, pretty standard cave level, pretty cool music, as I've already mentioned. You can take these wisps and mess around with them. I'm actually, honestly, I'm not especially familiar with Sonic Colors. I've played like a couple levels in it, but I've never actually played through the entire game, if I'm to be completely honest. I plan to soon, because I want to flesh out my repertoire of completed Sonic games. But, so I'm not entirely familiar with the names of all the wisps. I think it's just the name of the color, so... Cyan Wisp, I suppose this one would be? I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and move up here. We just got ourselves another red medal, and we can continue on. This green stuff here is muck, and you will get caught in it. So all I'm doing here is spin dashing and moving on, and trying not to get caught in the muck as much as possible, because who wants to slow down in a Sonic game, other than for exploratory purposes? That's why I've never been a fan of water levels in Sonic games, or in any game, really, so maybe I'm a little bit biased in that respect. But anyway... yeah, here we have these bells. You ring them a couple times, and they eventually go and turn into... Is this one going to do it? Yes, they turn into red medals, so there you go. And I'm going to try to collect as much of these as possible on screen. If it becomes necessary for me to complete the game by collecting all of them in every level, I might do that off screen, or I might do bonus videos for it or something. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it on every level on my first time through, though, because honestly, I'm just not that good at the game. So yeah, and you see those little counters that count down, as most counters do, I suppose, on that level there, that had a picture of those animals that's also up in the top left corner under a live count. Yeah, you have to rescue a certain number of animals to unlock the next, like, real stages in every act. So, you saw throughout, I believe there were some in Zone 1, there are smaller containers of animals, and the big ones at the end, and those all add up to your count.
Hey! I've been looking for you, Baldy McNosehair. Who are your friends?
Friends? These are nobody's friends. They are the Deadly Six, and they are your worst enemies. Zazz, show this blue pest how you do things up here.
With pleasure. I've been itching for a fight all day.
I think you're itching because you need a bath.
Are you disrespecting me?
Maybe.
I'm gonna mess you up!
I'd love to stay and watch him disassemble you, but I have business to attend to.
I know the perfect spot to take care of you.
That's funny, because I know the perfect spot to kick you.
Oh my gosh, I love Sonic's character in this game. Maybe I just love Sonic's character in general, but he's so sassy and rebellious and other words that I'm sure could better describe him, but I can't think of right now. I love it, and I love this game's humor, and I love Eggman in this game, and so far I'm liking all the characters as well. Those are the Deadly Six. It doesn't seem like we have much backstory on them yet, but I'm sure we'll get some as time goes on. Or maybe not, because... again, past few Sonic games haven't been especially plot-heavy because we're returning to Sonic's roots or something like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and go over here, and it looks like we are missing something. Yep, we failed to get that red medal up there, but that is okay, because as I said, if it becomes necessary to have a certain number of red medals and I fail to reach that amount at some point in the future, I will take care of it. Don't worry, there's not going to be any, postponing of the game just for the sake of red medals. Is there anything over here? No, there's not. Anyway, let's go ahead and spin dash over here, and if you haven't noticed, I've been doing... well, not right there, that was a terrible example. But I'm attempting to do an infinite spin dash, where you just spin dash and then you can continue spin dashing forever, and it's sort of the this game's equivalent of the boost that's been prevalent in the past few Sonic games. So, for those of you speed demons out there who have been knocking Sonic Lost World, well, there's your solution. Just go ahead and use that, and you'll be okay. So let's go ahead and knock this sheep's wool off. He's very angry with the world, and come over here and get a red medal. Of course, we already missed one, but that's okay. And wow, for discovering the secret, it looks like you get quite a bit of reward. You get, not only a 1-up, but also, dang it. Can we make it up there? Yes we can. And if you stand on this, it looks like it launches you up. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Anyway, you get a 1-up and some animals for doing that thing over there. So I recommend that you do it, whatever kind of a player you are. Unless you're a speedrunner, of course. That would be a terrible idea. Why would you ever do something to slow you down if you're a speedrunner? Anyway. Here we have these flowers that are shooting up into the sky, and I love this part of this level. Yeah, I played through the entirety of Windy Hill Zone, I'll admit it, but I love this bit of this level because what you can do is, oh, did I already get the thing? Oh, you come over here and the world turns upside down. That red metal that was sitting on that log will actually be, upside down on that log afterward. Did I just die? I just died. That was absolutely pathetic. Let's pay a little bit more attention, Brian. Here we go. Okay, anyway, just go ahead and run under these things. Don't jump at all at that point, or else you'll find yourself in danger or losing your rings. And yes, standard Sonic health system where you lose all your rings if you get hit, not just some. Can we get it? Ah, yeah, so if you miss that red medal the first time, never fear, you have another chance to get it. Let's go ahead and run under these things, not really worrying about them. And speaking of that red medal back there, it'll just keep looping over and over. So don't worry if you miss it the first time, you have plenty of chances. And here are caterpillars, annoying as ever. Lock onto all 4 parts of their body, or else the ones that you don't lock onto will start bouncing around and they can hurt you. And trust me, it is absolutely annoying. Oh god, caterpillars, you guys are just awful. So let's go ahead and come up here. And I believe we're starting to approach the end of the level, if I'm not mistaken. Although I very well could be. I remember playing through this earlier, but...
Next up on the menu is me!
I just realized I've been talking over him the entire time. Oh, whoops. I guess we're not getting this, because clearly something in the universe doesn't want me to. But yeah, I suppose I'll try to leave some of the Deadly Six's lines of dialogue in and not talk too much over them, because honestly they are quite funny and it's something worth hearing. But let's go ahead and grab this 1-up here. Also in this game, lives are not especially expendable, unless I'm just terrible or something. But yeah, I found that you can lose lives quite easily in this game, which is okay. That just means it's difficult and good, but yeah, okay, let's follow Zazz here, who's carrying his angry-looking moon thing again, and let's try to get ahead of him. I mean, we are the fastest thing alive, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem for us, right? Anyway, he's gonna throw that thing there and get another one. Apparently he has just an infinite supply of these giant angry-looking moons. I want one. Where can I get one, Zazz? Are they on sale at Walmart or something? I don't know. Anyway, go ahead and hit the spring and you'll be able to jump over quite a bit of stuff. And he'll try to catch up to you here, but no matter, we have the infinite spin dash. Alright, here we go, our second fight with Zazz, and I want to say this one's even easier than the first one, because all he does is he'll get out this ball and throw it at you. You can go under it, or you can just go right up to him like this, and... Oh, he rolls it sometimes, though, I failed to mention that. If he rolls it straight at you, you're going to want to, be standing a little bit back so you can jump over it or whatever. But yeah, very, very easy, very quick fight with the first boss of the game, and there goes Windy Hill.
Alright, we good to go or what, Tails?
I've built a TV out of paper clips.
Yeah.
And reprogrammed a supercomputer using dishwashing detergent and a toothpick.
I know.
So look, fixing a propeller on a biplane? That's about as difficult as taking a nap.
Okay, I didn't need your whole life story. A simple good to go would have been cool.
Alright. Good to go!
Cool!
Jeez, Tails, chill it out with the ego, my friend. Someone has got a little bit of an ego. But yes, that does it for Windy Hill Zone. We have unlocked the next zone, which we will take on in the next episode of Let's Play Sonic Lost World. So I hope you're all excited for this game as I am. Oh, there's a one up there just chilling on the map. Awesome. The map's kind of interactive as well. But anyway, yeah, this has been part 1 of Sonic Lost World. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you'll all join me for the rest of the game, and I hope to see you all back here for episode 2, where we take on the second world, which looks like a desert one. So anyway, thank you all very much once again for watching, and I will see you guys then.